So I wanted to do this video to ask opinions, I think, about enabling versus compassion versus energetic I want to say vampire, but you know, these are all such terms, aren't they? Labels. So basically, I have somebody I know who was quite close, and they were doing really, really well with, you know, their growth and their journey and etc. And then they sort of hit a point where they fell into a really deep hole of very victim, and you know, I'm not saying there's anything bad about any of it, but very, very victim mentality, and couldn't see any way out. And I was really, you know, trying to just sort of shed a little bit of light in anywhere that could get in. Then it ended up I was being the destination. I was being the source of projecting all of this perpetrator stuff onto, and I had to move away. I had to say I can't. I had to use my boundaries and put boundaries up and protect myself. So the thing is, because to me, and this is what I want opinions on if possible, I don't need validation. So I might not even post this video. Maybe it's just to hear myself have the conversation. I don't need validation. That's not what I'm looking for. I genuinely, because if, you know, when you're on this journey, you're not sure, the stuff we're learning about ourselves, right? So the biggest stuff is stuff that we can't see, and we just, it's programming, it's automatic. And I also am aware that it would depend on the perception of each person individually and what their experience and background has been as to how they'll respond, which I can take all of that into consideration. That's fine. Why am I trying to get external knowledge from something that's very interesting? See, this is what happens when I make these videos. I hear what I call heart speak, soul speak. There's many names. Okay, so I just got told, why are you trying to receive something externally when the answer is within you? Funny. Okay, so it is my clear intention to receive this answer as to why, and genuinely, organically, from the soul, from the higher self, from the heart, not tainted by any belief systems, allowing that information and that understanding and that awareness and that insight to come into my field in a way that I can clearly understand it and comprehend it. Getting told I did the exact right thing, and it's funny because it's such a reminder that doubting what you've done does what? Does what? Does it change what you did? what occurred. It's about that you're doubting. You standing up for yourself. No, because now I'm looking for validation. It's not the programming. It's not programmed. You followed your heart, which I did because I got told a lot of times before I did it that I needed to distance myself from this person. And now it is the programming trying to make me doubt myself. Wow. Magic. So I don't know if I'll share this video or not because, well, I guess it's like how I come to these insights, and everyone can do it. It's one thing I learned in shamanic training is that, you know, on the very first day, you're walking into this place where you're like, oh, I'd never heard anything before. Like I've had feelings and stuff, like very, very baby spiritually. And he's like just sat like within the first 20 minutes, explained shamanism, and then was like, by the end of today, you will be able to sense energy, you'll be able to sense guides, you'll be able to receive insight. And I'm just like, how? Me? Why would I? And massive part of it was the belief that you could, because and it's so funny because it's not, so this insight's coming through. So how I thought everything was a belief system, it's actually the opposite. We've adapted the belief system that makes us believe that we can't. Whoa. And it's so funny because that will be received on the consciousness level that everyone's at, because that's what information is. It can alter and expand to the understanding of where the person's at. And that's why sometimes if you're talking to someone about something that might be quite in depth on the sort of topic of consciousness, they might just look at you like, I have no idea what you're at. They can't actually hear you, like in a way to compute the information through their mind, but through their awareness, because they're just not there yet. And so, okay, so that insight is, it is a learned belief that we do not have access. It is a learned belief that we are not connected. Oh, wow. The energy in my body at the moment is intense. It's like a, yes, you got it. Oh, man. Okay, what a beautiful, beautiful experience. Wow. Okay, yeah, oh, if I could describe this feeling right now, it is like it's snowing love inside me. Oh my God, the more I focus on it and concentrate on it, the more it grows. This is this beautiful gift, makes me want to cry. This is this beautiful gift that we all have inside us, and we walk around every day not knowing. And like, I started this video because I felt bad that I was suffering, and it's the programming that's creating the suffering in such a different way, because it's the program that's playing, that's saying that we're not connected, that's saying to doubt our actions, that's saying to live any other way than divinely led. You know, and I can only say we, and mean me, or we as a connected whole, or anyone who's going through this, is that we take so much on of not even other people. It's what we think other people are going to think of us. Oh God, I feel like crying. Because it's just a program. You know, if we removed all of these programs, we would be... Oh man. You can't even fathom how utter perfection, and it is all the beliefs that we're not. Oh wow, this is just incredible. If I could express to anyone anything, it would be trust your heart, make it your goal, make it your purpose to connect with yourself, because it'll never lead you astray, and it's not selfish. That's all part of the programming to overcome. We're being turned away from self, sacrificing self. That's not how it works. When we truly step into who we are, we will be none other than service to others. Because we see others as self when we uncover the true self. Everything is a reflection. And before we can see that everything is a reflection, we need to even want to help ourselves. Because if we saw the whole world as us and we didn't like us, well, why would we help us? Why would we do anything? We'd go, oh, well, that's just me, and I loathe me, so I loathe that. Which, sound familiar? That's pretty much what the whole world, or a lot of the world, is walking around doing. And it's because we don't like ourselves that we don't like the world. And it's because we're upset at ourselves that we're upset at anyone. And you know, what I tend to do, and what, you know, a lot of people do, is make their circle smaller. Because then it feels like you're not around as much, because it's almost like less scary, or less you're less targeted, or you don't have to put up with lower vibrational frequencies or whatever. But honestly, if the smaller your circle is, the more close it's going to be when you get those lessons through. And I've gone over 10 minutes, but that was incredible. I feel really connected right now. And yeah, so if you're only seeing your bestie and your family, your lessons and your world will be reflected through your bestie and your family. And you know, not all of us can go to the Himalayas and hide in a cave. And nothing wrong with that. I would, trust me, if I could, I'd be there. Absolutely. Oh, I'm still not ruling it out that it'll ever happen. But yeah, the smaller your circles, the closer it's going to be. And then if you're feeling agitated, annoyed, upset, angry, hurt, it's all coming from inside you. It's your beautiful, beautiful heart and soul showing you what is inside, what these beliefs are in there. Thank you so much for listening and sharing with me, those of you that do